Hi, welcome to our podcast. I am Preeti Jayaprakash, Chief Happiness Officer at Antarman Consulting. In today's podcast, we will talk about Hindsight 2020 and will evaluate its progression. Do you ever look back on a situation and think to yourself, I should have done that, or I should have said that? Do you think about the past with a heart full of regret, thinking to yourself, I was so naive. I wish I had known better. Maybe even wish you could do it all over again because you are more capable or even mature of handling the situation now. Happens to all of us. We often tend to look at past experience and think about all the things we could have done better. We often find ourselves wondering while looking back in our lives, oh, I could have done so much better. Why didn't I? Hindsight 2020 is a phrase that often comes to mind when this happens. Growing up, we often ponder upon some of the mistakes we made in our life. Maybe we see it when we see people younger than us doing things that we used to do and be reckless like we used to be. We may even find ourselves wishing maybe we should have listened to our elders or we should have known better. Hindsight is thinking about situations after they have happened, while 2020 refers to perfect vision. Thus, together, Hindsight 2020 essentially means getting a wider perspective on a particular situation and realizing how a decision you made in the past could have been made much better. It also means gaining a deeper understanding of how and why things happened the way they did. Over time, we mature and gain a much wider perspective of how the world truly works. Perhaps we realize how, when our elders said, school life is the best life, they were not wrong. As our responsibilities increase, we truly realize the burden of adulthood our parents were carrying when we were growing up. So we look at them with much kinder eyes. We learn, we adapt, and we grow. We are able to get a better idea of why things happened the way they did and what exactly our role was in the situation. While the phrase hindsight 2020 often takes a regretful tone, we can also look at it from another perspective. The reason why we are able to identify our shortcomings is because of how much we have grown from that moment. The reason why we are able to perhaps understand how any past situation unfolded is because we understand its consequences. Every time we failed, every setback, every single hurdle we have crossed has made us stronger, more resilient, and has led to our growth. The reason why our hindsight is 2020, why we have much more clarity and understanding about the past, is because we have learned from it. And that, I believe, is something worth being proud of. That is our growth. So, summing it up, next time, if you find yourself filled with regret, remember, your past has shaped who you are. You grew, matured, and evolved because of these experiences. Let's take a moment to appreciate ourselves for being the person we are today. And remember, you were able to learn from your mistakes and now have clarity and thus have 2020 vision. That would be all from my side today. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.